Hey everybody, welcome back to another action figure review, G.I.Joe Classified Edition, and today we're going to be taking a look at Agent Helix. Now, this is a character from post-2000 era of G.I. Joe. She was created originally for the Rise of Cobra video game, and she also debuted roughly around the same time in the IDW comics, which took over from DDP, who took over from Marvel. And that was about 2009 or so, 2008, 2009, I think, roughly around there. And she made her toy debut also in the Rise of Cobra series of toys, which is a very similar look to how we see her here. Now, I knew nothing about this character when they announced her, so I looked her up and read her brief little blog, that little blurb on the Joepedia, and I really don't like what I saw there. Like, I like the design of the character. I think she looks pretty cool, and her weapons loadout is interesting, but her bio reads like a Marvel X-Men type character rather than a G.I. Joe. And there's a bunch of stuff here that, you hate to throw the word out there, but Mary Sue comes to mind when you look at Helix's bio. And we know that they can do characters that aren't like that. Bomb Strike is a character that they came up with more recently who isn't like that, who's just like a normal Joe. Like, she's good at what she does, of course, just like, Scarlet, CoverGirl, Lady J, etc. But she's not superhuman, and Helix is written to sound like she's superhuman. And they say stupid stuff in her bio, like she's the only one who can spar with Snake Eyes to a standstill. Really? All the characters that G.I. Joe has had in its history, and she's the only one who can do that? And you're telling me Storm Shadow can't spar with Snake Eyes to a standstill? I'm pretty sure he has in the comics many times. But no, it's Helix who's given that plum. And undeservedly so, I would say, since she's a brand new freaking character. One of the worst aspects about it is she's not even military. Like, they literally take her off the streets and make her a G.I. Joe. She doesn't even go through like normal soldier basic training like all the other Joes did. Now, I could be wrong. There could be other Joe characters that weren't actual military before they joined the Joes, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, not unless you were going to count the Fridge or the Rocky, who was supposed to be part of the Joes, but that fell through and he became Big Boa. But if you count Fridge, I guess. But Fridge has only ever appeared in the toys. I don't think he ever was in the cartoon or the comics. So I don't know how canon, so to speak, Fridge actually is. But anyway, Classified does not have a story, like a set story in mind. So you can ignore all that crap that IDW came up with for the character and just look at her on a physical level. And physically, she's a great looking character. I like her head sculpt. I like the hairstyle. I like the weapons she comes with. Although I don't really think we needed another martial artist. Like, she's got swords and the things that I like. The mantis blades, I guess those are called. It kind of makes her look praying mantis like. Those look cool. But yeah, did we really need another ninja type character? We've got plenty in G.I. Joe already. But whatever. Anyway, let's look at the box. The first thing you notice is the SWAT team on the picture. And a lot of people, when this was revealed thought this was supposed to be Shockwave's box art, and they got them mixed up. But no, this is apparently supposed to be for Helix, so... But she comes in the same wave as Shockwave, so maybe that has something to do. Maybe that's a little bit of a inside story there. But anyway, you got artwork here of Helix, the ribbon with all the stuff she comes with. G.I.Joe in the box there, and another bigger picture of the artwork there. This is number 104 in the line. There's the QR code, the file card info, more bigger shot of the file card info. The figure, everything she comes with, a close-up of this device on her arm, and a close-up of her wrist there. Also, you notice they've got the Hong Kong sticker on here. This wave of figures is the only ones I've ever had that had that sticker. I got them all from Pulse, and she has it, Hawk has it, and I think the Dreadnoks have it too, Buzzer and Ripper, who are also part of this wave. But Shockwave does not have this for some reason, so I don't know. Apparently Hasbro had to get, or Hasbro Pulse UK had to get some of their allotment from Hong Kong rather than the United States. And anyway, you have the legalese on the bottom of the box as well. It's on the bottom of the back. So there's the box, and this is then an unboxing. I've already taken her out because this was a plastic-free packaging wave. This was the last wave that had plastic-free packaging. After this wave, they went back to plastic packaging, and that would be the Quick Kick Big Boa Tele-Viper Airborne wave. And here we have Helix. She's got that yellow outfit with gray and black, which is, it looks nice on the shelf because it breaks up a lot of that green that you have from a lot of the other Joes. And as I said before, I like the head sculpt. I think it looks really nice. She's got that pink lipstick. She's got that strand of black hair coming down over the front. And you can see some of the black on the inside of the hair sculpt as well. Actually, it's kind of more like a darker blonde or brownish. Yeah, not quite black, but it looks interesting anyway. And she got those blue eyes, some eyeshadow on there. She does have just a regular ball joint with no hinge, unfortunately. She has kind of like a little bit of what looks like body armor in the abdominal section. And then on the back there. This is all sculpted in, by the way. There's no harness or anything to get in the way of articulation. She does have a few overlays. She has this gun holsters on either side of her legs. Her thighs there. This one's a little low compared to the other one. Just kind of even them out a little bit. And she has this belt. And the belt actually has some paint, which is unusual. It's got mostly black, but there are some silver accents on parts of the belt here. She got a couple of grenades there. She has a ring holster for... Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, yeah, she has a knife. That's for her knife. And then she has a couple of pouches here for ammo clips, ammo magazines. And then she has knee pads, boots with the shin guards. And on the back, it looks kind of like... almost like there's supposed to be like jet function there, like boot jets, like Iron Man, but there's no peg hole for any kind of blast effects, and I've never seen any indication that she wears boot jets. Now, I've never read the IDW comics that she's in, and I've never played the Rise to Cobra video game, so I don't know if those are... She does actually use these as boot jets. All I know about her is what I read on the Joepedia, and that doesn't mention boot jets. Anyway, going over articulation, I already showed you the dumbbell at the neck, so she can look that far down. She can look that far up. She might have been able to look further if not for the hair. It's not that long, so it doesn't get in the way too much. But I can't tell if that's the hair stopping me or the joint. It was probably the joint. She can do the exorcist. She does have some good tilt there. Her arm can go all the way around. She can T-pose just about 90, maybe a little bit more. She does have a bicep cut. She's got the double-jointed pinless arms. These are double-jointed. There we go. And because female figure don't have bigger biceps, her arms can get all the way forward, so that's good. She has the vertical hinge on the right hand and the left. She's got the typical female diaphragm cut, where she can move that far forward, that far back. And when she moves back, you can see the kind of crack in the sculpt right there. She can't go that far forward, unfortunately. I don't know why there's like so much resistance there. It seems weird that she wouldn't be able to go any further forward than that. It must be the sculpt on the metal plates on the abdomen for some reason, I guess. Anyway, she can turn at the diaphragm, and she can twist side to side, or tilt side to side, rather. She also has a ball at the waist, so she's got some tilt there. And she can turn at the waist. And she can bend a little bit at the waist as well. So the diaphragm doesn't give you much, but the waist gives you a little bit. And yeah, she can do the chubby checker. I mentioned that already. Let's see. She's got the drop down hips, of course. But she can't do a full Van Damme. She can only go about that far. She can kick that high and kick back about that far. She does have a thigh cut on both legs. She has double jointed knees, but they're pinned, so they must be taken from a different character, although I'm not sure which one, because I don't recognize the boots and whatnot. The boots might be new. Yeah, there is a boot cut, so the boots are probably new. That means just the legs up to the boot cut are probably taken from another figure. That could be the original Scarlet, maybe. I think those are the same design that she has on her thighs. So that might be the original Scarlet's legs. Not the retro one, of course. I'm talking about the one they first made. Her foot can hinge back that far, forward that far. She's got rocker and peg holes on the bottom. Weapons. She does come with a lot of accessories, so that's nice. It's always nice when you get a lot of accessories for a non-deluxe character. And the first one we're going to take a look at is this knife. Similar to Shadow Trackers, but not quite the same design. It's got this kind of a silver blade with a black handle and then a spike at the end. And that can go into the harness, or the hole right there that she can hold on to there. She also comes with a pair of pistols, and these have extended magazines, so these are probably like automatic pistols. You know, usually it's the automatic pistols that have these extended magazines. They do not come out. They are not removable, but the guns do have peg holes on the front, so you can add blast effects. And these are all just kind of a dark gray plastic with some detailing. And you can slide these into holsters on either side of her leg. At least that's the theory. I'm having trouble getting them in there. There we go. She also comes with this tiny little backpack designed to hold her swords, and she gets 2 of these, and they have black blades with yellow handles, so kind of looks like her costume. And it's cool. If you look up the blade real close, you can see like a little zigzaggy, squiggly line trying to mimic an actual sword. Because swords have that sometimes. So that's kind of cool. And she has a pair of these. I'm not entirely 100% sure, but I'm guessing that they took those swords from Storm Shadow. They look similar to the ones that he came with. And of course they can slide into the slot on her backpack. Actually, these might be Kamakuras. Yeah, I'm not the guy to go to if you're looking for parts reuse. Lastly, she comes with the Mantis blades. At least I think that's what these are called. I mean, that's what it reminds me of anyway. When I see her wearing these, it reminds me of a praying mantis. So if they're not called mantis blades, let me know down below what they actually are called. And these have a dark gray plastic with a nice silver blade on the edge, and they're on the end rather, and they're a little serrated there near the end there, but near the base, I should say, and then a nice pointy tip at the end. So these are really cool, and she can clip these onto her arm, or onto her wrist, I should say. All right. There we go. And she has her sleeves rolled up on both arms just for that purpose. And you can do a whole lot of different poses because of these. You can get her to pose in so many different ways with those mantis blades, so that's kind of cool. So overall, the figure itself is nice. And like I said, you don't have to pay attention to any of the weird biographical stuff on the Yo-Joe, or Joepedia rather, website, because that stuff is really sounds like really lazy writing to me, to be honest. And I think the figure deserved so much better, a much better bio than they gave her. But here we have Helix, overall decent looking figure, and she'll look good on the shelf with her other Joes. She has a unique design, a unique head sculpt and hairstyle, and the Mantis blades are really nice. I don't know if we'll see those again with any other figures. I know Hasbro likes to reuse parts, but I can't imagine which other figure would use these, because I don't think anyone else ever used them. At least not in the original 80s line. I don't know that much about the IDW DDP stuff, so I couldn't tell you if anyone else ever used a Mantis blade style setup. So here's Helix. Good character good figure to pick up to add to your Joe collection. She should still be pretty readily available. I don't think anyone really sold out in this wave except for maybe General Hawk, possibly Ripper and Buzzer, but I think Shockwave and Helix are still available. I could be wrong. It's been a while. Comment down below, like and subscribe. I will see you next time.